someone has that leg up on you of, I know where you live and I can break into your house, I'm going to tip you good. Don't come back. Or should I have gone the other way where I don't tip at all? And then like, oh, well, I clearly don't have any fucking money because they would have tipped me. But I was like, whatever. I tipped a little bit. I go inside. I make my meeting. And I come back outside. And I told her to leave the keys to this lock outside in this specific spot. And she did. And I put those keys in my pocket. And I almost slept with those keys in my pocket the whole weekend. So that was, and I was a little late to my meeting, but that was the start. And I was like, oh, relaxing weekend. Oh, my wife wasn't even in the fucking sky, and I already had fucked up. I already was like, I need you, please don't leave me alone. The house is locked and no one can get in.
You see the plane turn around.
Yeah, I'm looking up.
You're just yelling at the plane like, Dana, wait, hold on. It's funny because you guys live near the airport, so I'm sure you kind of looked up in the sky and saw a plane. Like, oh, God, dude.
She's seeing me. She knows that I fucked up already. She's aware.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was the start of the weekend with the kids. Other than that, we had so much fun. We had a lot of fun, and it was great. It was killer. I mean, like, honestly, kind of thinking about being like a single dad and just doing that. That's
to batting that idea around a little bit, are you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering if we can be married but in separate houses. You know what I mean? Like, that's something? Where,
Yeah.
like, we could be neighbors.
Okay.
She did think, she was like, when I'm gone, you're probably gonna see how easy it is. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? You know how people are like, especially like insecure people, and what insecure people love is when you like talk about it in front of other people. But she's like, yeah, you'd probably be easier with that man. I was like, no, but honestly, it was just a lot of fun. Can't wait for the next one. I'll have my keys on me.
I forgot that was coming up this weekend. I saw. Do you remember Oki's idea of playing What's on Dad's Back?
Yes, I've taken that idea. Oki, God bless you for that idea. I've tried it and it works.
I saw a picture posted very recently of another genius dad, one of these Oki caliber fathers, and his game was who can draw dad the best, and the dad was asleep on the couch, and then his kids were there with sketch pads drawing dad. God damn, these are some good parents.
Yeah.
And for the record, my reaction to the tipping thing was not opposition to tipping service.
No, of course.
People, which I think you absolutely should.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is a thing between you and that person. Like when they put it in their charge app, their payment thing, I wouldn't want that company getting any piece of that or being aware. Like I want to hand that person $20 and say thank you very much. I appreciate what you did here, and give that. Like that's crazy that it's in the app like that. This is for some unknown service. I don't know what it is.
Unknown service.
I don't know what the price of the service is.
Mark, does your wife know what happened, or did you keep it?
Dude, it was so funny because when I went and picked up the girls, Dad was like, well, don't tell Dana. I was like, I texted her immediately. I don't understand, I guess I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, don't tell her, like, I immediately was like, I can't believe I have kids that depend on me. Like, but she did
like you text her, and it's like the announcement on the plane comes on before they tackle you. All right, everybody, put your phones on airplane mode. She gets that buzz right before she's about to turn the phone off. She turns her phone off.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't even boarded the plane. They were, I mean, it was still like 45 minutes before the flight was gonna take off. But, yeah, I'm one of these guys who like tries to stuff with my wife or she made me laugh though because I was like, I can't believe I fuck this door, and I've been asking her to order a new door handle for a couple weeks. Like, I'll get around to it, and I was like, this is
This is a very cool way of you blaming her for locking yourself out.
Yes, no. But yes, but I would have picked one out, but I wouldn't have picked out. It wouldn't have matched something that wouldn't have, So that's why it's like, hey, whatever you want. This is your whole dream. Ever since you were a little girl, you were thinking about picking out stuff for a house. What about a door handle?
Okay.
So anyway, she literally she made me laugh because I was like, fucking door handle. I'm gonna burn the house down just to get inside, and I'm just going off the rails. And I was like, I'm such a fucking idiot. Why am I alone?
Wow. Surround me with people. I'm so stupid.
I need to have an entourage that forms a circle around me everywhere I go. And she made me laugh because she texted me. She's like, "You're not an idiot. You've been closing doors behind yourself for 30 years, And I was like, "Well, not 30. But I was like 28, 70." Yeah, man. I was just so. And she immediately, before she took off, she sent me a door handle that she ordered online. I was like, "There you go."
Bing, bang, boom.
Sometimes you gotta do a real roundabout way to do stuff.
Now, do you know if other parents have like a parenting safe word? Or I feel like in a situation like this, there could be a need for like at the very beginning when you first start talking to her, like an emoji or like an acronym or something that says just like the kids are okay, but I locked myself out of the house and I've been stuck outside for hours.
That's a good idea. She knew that I was dropping the kids off, and so that by the time I texted her, it was like, "Oh, you're obviously home alone." I was not by myself for over 5 minutes, and it was just like immediate, fucking dick. And by the way, additive story. I tried to open my car. I was in the driveway. Because our dishwasher broke. And we bought a new dishwasher, and the new dishwasher was broken. I swear to God, we live on fucking ancient burial grounds or something. Like, just our lot. No one else has this shit. It's just our fucking lot. It's insane. So anyway, we've been over without a dishwasher for like 2 weeks, and we ordered a new one. And they turned it on for a test run. Water comes out the bottom. Like, oh, there's a solenoid that's broken. And it's gonna be a month before it gets repaired. Or
F-U supply chain.
Yeah, 2 weeks for a new one. We ordered a new one from a different store. It was there within a couple days. It was fine. But just the whole roundabout. And that thing, and the broken one's still sitting in my garage. It's like, oh, we can't get out there and just pick up our broken shit for 3 weeks. If you're a child listening to this, don't fucking move out of your parents' house. Owning a house is a fucking trap. It's a pyramid scheme, is what it is.
Absolutely. And they're gonna get you. They're gonna screw you. You buy a house, you better get a barrel. Same day you buy that house, 'cause you got to have something to be bent over, and they're gonna plow you. That's what happens. We see this way too often.
we do. We have viewing parties.
We get together and we just watch people getting clowned because of bad home ownership. It's awesome.
Invest in a home, rent, and have everyone do that shit for me.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, you pay for it up front like you do. You're getting plowed on the front, or like Mark on the back end. They're going to plow your back end.
Yeah.
Either way, you're getting bent over a barrel.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That is why that like porn category like exists. Like, oh, repairman. Like you're getting fucked one way or another.
Yep.
They're like, oh, well, here's a category.
Yeah. Right. And it's hard. It's hard. Pretty soon they're gonna come out with mortgages and rent hybrids where you're gonna have to own and rent at the same time. You know. That's
You own the downstairs, rent the upstairs.
Right. That's like the spit roast category. You know.
You want to hear something a little unfortunate and oddly timed? I just added a lock-picking kit to the HVRC Amazon wish list because somebody, Dirty the Savage, was, we were talking about doing more like interesting, like IRL, like instead of playing video games, like doing like, building models, learning to pick locks.
Oh, okay.
There's one that comes like with a bunch of these like little test training locks and then like a full lock pick set. So I'm not saying, because in our state I don't think you're legally allowed to pick other people's locks, but if I had that, I could have come over and picked your lock.
Oh my god. What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Wow.
Yeah, spooky.
Yeah.
How the universe works.
Anything else on that? What's that last item there?
Oh, I don't think we need to go into it. We can if you guys want.
What is that?
It's Jeff Bezos' yacht. You guys see that?
Oh.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Oh, something about the Rotterdam Bridge.
Yeah.
Had to dismantle. Or he
Yeah.
was telling the Netherlands to take down this bridge just so he could get his yacht through the Rotterdam Bridge or something.
Right, so they have to dismantle it, and he's going to pay for it to be dismantled for him. Because where they made it in the Netherlands, to get it out, they got to take it apart to even get it out. So, like, it's just so fucking great. By the way, it's like, I read different things. It's like, it's 485 million. No, it's 500 million. It's like, does it fucking matter at that point if you're off 15 million? So it's like, it's 417 feet long. It's 130 feet high. I mean, this is the biggest yacht, obviously, but it's just so interesting that Jeff Bezos was like, could build this. And he was probably talking to the guys in the Netherlands about the size of it, and the workers like looking at it. Yeah. I mean, it's too big. They talk like this, by the way, in the Netherlands. Look, they're all
just Jersey longshoremen.
Yeah. Things are fucking big.
Look, this thing's too big. Honestly, I mean, he probably couldn't get it out of the Rotterdam. Bridge. Not gonna get out of it, Rotterdam Bridge. Not gonna get it out of there. Jeff Bezos, I mean, it's not gonna get out. Jeff Bezos just stares at him. And goes, all right, well, we can dismantle it or something. We can just saw through it. Maybe we encapsulate it under the water. And come up with new ideas.
That's right. Yeah, what are you gonna resell that thing to? No one's gonna buy that thing. Only one person can buy it. One person can buy it.
Oh my god!
Here's what we do: we sink your boat just a little bit. We sink it a little bit, make it a tiny bit shorter, and then we unsink it, and it goes back up regular height.
We'll put a hose in the ocean and we'll suck it out so hard that it lowers.
I got one of them wet dry vacs.
Yeah, but we got a couple. I think 3 or 4 should do it. And
hang on, Jersey man, that's brilliant. What if instead of dismantling the bridge, what if they built like a short-term lock just to lower the ocean?
Yeah,
like there's so many.
It would be cheaper. Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty good idea.
Lower the water.
Yeah, it's lower the water.
You gotta think outside the box. The bridge isn't too high. It's the water. The water's too high.
Can you just airlift that thing out? I mean, what? Don't we have planes that can carry tanks and shit? Like several tanks, and we can airdrop. Why can't we do that with Bezos's fuck toy? Why can't we do that?
I don't know. He can send ship to space.
Yeah.
Did nobody have?
We blasted the space up so high it goes over the bridge, but it's in space. It goes around orbit, comes back down, lands in Nemo because we don't want to hurt anybody or anything. Fucking lands there, and then you're off. You're sailing. The king of shipping stuff has his own ship.
That's a great pitch.
I wish.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Wow.
I wish there was. Like, there should be a show on TLC called like I'll do that for you, where it's just like some
like the
Jersey contractor. He just goes around the world solving like giant engineering problems for countries and municipalities and stuff.
Oh God.
I think I sense a new VR chat and mechanics.
Yeah.
Couple of mechanics, huh?
I
don't know. I
feel bad for him.
Yeah. I mean, this guy just, he spends his whole life. He works hard. Richest man in the world, and he's like, look, I just want to build a yacht. And they go, well, you can go down there. It's like, no, I want you guys to build it. That's the whole thing with it. Do you think at one point, I mean, obviously they had to do the schematics, the sizing of this thing, but they do address, like, this thing isn't going to fit through the bridge. So they obviously pitched that, like, yeah, we can't do this because it's not going to go under this bridge. The fact that enough would make me, as a person, go, oh shit, okay, yeah. Damn, well, if I really wanted you guys to do it, because you are the best, or you guys have, your hands are so smooth with the leather, and it's so, the stitching is so petite, or whatever the fuck, so why do they have to do it? Just get all those people.
Yeah, most petite stitching I've ever seen.
Get all those people and move their location to right before the bridge and pay for that.
Right.
And then say, just do it there, or whatever. Or just go to a different shipping, ship maker. Is there someone like a cobbler? I don't know what they call them. But yeah, just the fact that, that's going to be a problem. All right, I'll go somewhere else and I'll build my $485 million yacht at another place, and maybe it'll be okay. The fact that he was so stuck his heels in the ground and said, "What if we ruin your bridge?" What if
it's
we?
Not my boat. That's the problem. It's your bridge.
Yeah.
I hope that my sad, sick little wish is that the water wasn't always too high, because of people like him and not caring for climate crisis, that the water has gone up. And now he can't get that little boat up.
Yeah, because of the carbon footprint that Amazon alone has done. We can't fit it through this. Yeah. Great point.
Wow.
We're making a lot of good points. We needed our own news channel.
Yeah, we should start a podcast.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Mark and Steven. I am Jeff. They are Mark and Steven, as previously stated.
Thank you.
We are the three people from Hummies VR Comedy, the YouTube channel that you may have seen, or the TikTok, probably the TikTok account. I think that's probably. Are we just gonna like kind of shutter the YouTube thing and we're just TikTok now? Is that...
I hope not. No.
Well, it'd be
YouTube's
a
a
lot
better account. It's got the full stuff on there. That's the better one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's us, and this is our podcast. This is another thing that we do. We do a lot of stuff.
Yes, we do.
This is one of them, and hello. We're here, and at the beginning of all of our podcasts, real quickly, we do a little bit of giving back. This week, like every week, we're going to learn an idiom.
And geography is big these days. You know that.
Geography is in.
That roll game. Fun. And then when we're streaming, we're gonna get back into GeoGuessr.
We are going back to GeoGuessr.
Things are gonna get fun with geography, folks. We should have had like an educational musical jingle at the beginning, you know? Take it towards that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what an educational jingle.
Yeah, that sounds like a different genre of music now.
Or is it like a pencil case?
What would that sound like?
Like as a maraca or something?
Maybe.
I don't know what is education. We'll figure that out. Everybody listening, you don't worry about that. We'll figure that out. That's for us. So I'm going to give an idiom from a different country, and the guys are going to tell me what they think it is and where it's from. This week's idiom is, it is below the ass of a frog.
Wow.
It is below the ass of a frog.
It is below the ass of a frog. That means that it's so insignificant, don't even worry about it. It's so not important. You're worrying about something that doesn't matter. It's a way of saying, don't worry about it. Okay? And that is something the French say.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's just something they've said.
All right.
Well, I guess to be a little different, I guess you totally stole my answer. No, I couldn't. I can't think that well. I'm gonna say below the ass of a frog means it's well, that's the same thing you were gonna say. Below the ass of a frog means it's so down.
You can say the same thing. You can
No.
Okay.
Got to try something that's so down and so lower, not beneath, but it's not high.
Okay. All right.
You know what? The bar. How about this? The bar is so low. That's what I'm going for. Yeah.
Expectations.
Expectations.
Okay.
Bar is so low, it's beneath the ass of a frog, and that comes from our friends in Brazil.
Okay.
I don't think we've had very many South American guesses, countries guesses in this.
Oh, is that where Brazil is?
Good guess.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Okay, yeah.
This is all right. So the idiom, it is below the ass of a frog, or this example also says bottom. If you want to, church it up a little bit, it's below the bottom or ass of a frog, meaning the quality of something is very bad.
Oh, okay.
So I think
quality.
I think I might award Mark a half point for his.
Half point, yeah.
The bar is so low. It's just
yeah.
not
That's
good.
a good point. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. Good job, almost.
Yeah, almost good job. Thank you.
Half of a good job. You did half of a good job there.
Well,
Very
almost
well
thank
done.
you.
for you. Yeah.
Almost thank you.
Now, I apologize. This is incorrect. Both guesses on the country are incorrect. It's not Brazil. It's not France.
Fuck.
This is a Hungarian idiom.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hungarian. Okay.
Way to go.
Hungarian, and there's a little reason why I did this. A slight thank you to the beautiful people of Hungary, because I talked to our PR department and our analytics department today, and it looks like we were trending. Our podcast was trending. It was on the Apple Podcast comedy charts this week in Hungary.
In Hungary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whoever you are in Hungary that's listening to us, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Even if you're just turning, Apple Podcasts on to play for your pets when you're out of the house or something, hey, yeah, that's fine too.
It matters. It all adds up.
It matters.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll insert a pet segment just to entertain your pets for 1 minute per podcast. We'll do that to say thank you.
We'll have a pet episode.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
No, because my wife went out of town this past weekend, and when she left doing exactly that. She left with our podcast playing on her computer because our littlest dog stays in like her office. So if we just had one episode that was like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, there's a good boy right there." Just comforting pet words.
Yeah, okay.
I bet it would get a lot of repeat plays.
For an hour.
For an hour.
People just put it on loop and you leave.
Okay.
When you have to go to work or something.
Okay.
We'll keep your pet company. We don't mind.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
The pet pod.
And
Pet
then
pods.
you play it on a repeat for as long as you're gone. Okay.
No, I say we can do new episodes. We'll start a separate podcast. We'll do new episodes. They'll be
The dogs will get bored. I've heard this one before.
No. And we'll do an 8-hour podcast, so it'll be a whole work
God.
day.
Don't have to worry about repeat or any of that stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's too
bet
complicated.
we can get into the Guinness Book of World Records for doing the dumbest pet podcast for the longest.
I would agree.
I think you're right. I would agree, and I
could do that.
I mean, somebody has to take that title. Why not us?
Sure.
Someone's gonna say, "Look at these idiots." So, say what you will, but a lot of exposure.
Right. So,
Important, famous people in the podcast industry have pets.
Yeah. There's no such thing as bad publicity. That's what they say.
So thank you, whoever
Unless it's
you
like
are.
something awful.
Aside from that, there's no.
Yeah.
Other than that one little situation, there's no bad publicity. Thank you, whoever you are in Hungary.
I could go for a sandwich. I'll sit on that. Grenade. All right.
okay.
Thank you. So thank you. And if your country gets on the trending list, if you get your country on the trending Apple Podcast charts trending list, we'll do an idiom for your country too.
Yeah. You guys in Italy run through the streets screaming the names of our podcast and see if you can get on there, and we'll do a little idiom from your country.
That sounds great.
You know what else sounds great? Science.
Oh, fill me
Does.
up. I got my legs in the stirrups. Bring me home, Daddy.
We get a little excited about the science segment on this podcast.
Right. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not. I never thought that like.
I'll just put an ear towards you instead of doing all that.
Sure.
What kind of science news have you got?
People who
Well,
are just
this is-
listening and with the videos, I have my ankles above my head right now. For sure. You can see it on our YouTube page.
He's wearing a paper gown that nobody like. We don't ask him to do these things, and it seems like he has a pretty elaborate like OBGYN room set up in his house.
The
Yeah, he
doctor
put
should be at
the-
any moment.
Yeah, he put the cap on, the surgical cap on too.
Yeah.
Well, that's in case, I just did my hair. I don't want anyone to come in here and mess it up. Things squirt. There's liquid flying around. I just want to keep my hair clean.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, science.
So this is just another. I guess this is kind of my thing, just refreshers or updates on previous things that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Science-wise, and do you guys remember? That little helicopter that went to Mars?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
A little helicopter that was only supposed to do a handful of flights.
Mm-hmm.
It's still up there, flying around.
Wow. I'm assuming someone's getting a raise, right? I mean, you don't just... This guy was like, all right, this is good enough. They made that shit, and then it outperformed by weeks, months?
Yeah, by months. It's on its 19th flight that got delayed. But one of the engineers or designers of it says, as of right now, there's not a single part on it that they're worried about.
Wow.
And this was supposed
getting repowered somehow. It's just solar powered forever. Like it just keeps going.
It's a solar powered helicopter,
and it's just going. I mean, it accomplished its mission, right? It did what it was supposed to do.
It filled its job. Yeah, it did do exactly what you said. It did its thing.
And now we just have a toy on Mars right now.
Yeah, and it on one of its extra bonus missions, it went out and scouted for the rover that's up there, and actually saved it because of the scouting, the forward scouting that it did. It saved it from going into what would have been like some pretty shitty terrain that probably could have caused an issue for the rover. The helicopter was able to get up and get high enough and get reconnaissance, basically.
Crazy.
And say, hey, maybe we don't go over there. Let's go over here.
Okay.
So, it's... I just thought it was kind of neat that it was still up there pooting around.
Yeah, sure. Because I wouldn't... look. Most people, I believe, at their jobs do enough to not get fired.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Some people will go and do, do more. They go above and beyond, and they're good for them. And
yeah, those are the employees of the month, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Ass kissers.
Yeah. Brown nosers. Head assers.
Boss bangers.
So,
never heard head assers.
But yeah, that guy's got to get a raise, right? Or he's got to be in charge of science gear.
All right, so the NASA guy that was in charge of creating the helicopter mission got promoted to head of science.
Head of science gear, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, by the way that I see it, I agree 100%, Mark. It says Ingenuity's $85 million mission was supposed to be done after flight number 5. It's on flight 19 now.
Wow.
So let's do some quick maths. That's 85 million times, that's what 3 times?
Mm-hmm. Almost
They
4.
owe him $255 million.
By our calculations, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They would have had to send up 3 other helicopters to do all the free labor they're getting out of this helicopter that's up there.
Yeah. Great point.
I think we should start a campaign to get this publicized, get this more well-known, get this person the money they're owed.
For sure.
Maybe that's what we do, like a local news, not the crime busters, but like the who wronged us, or like we go out and like, we've heard that you've been putting fake noodles in your SpaghettiOs. We bust them.
Fake noodles.
Yeah, you hear about that all the time on the news. This place, don't go here, they got fake noodles. Or don't whatever you do, don't eat those SpaghettiOs here because noodles are so fake.
Yeah. Fake noodles. Okay. Wow. Crazy.
Wow. Speaking of God, I don't have a good transition here. Science.
You're working it.
There's
Yeah.
another-
We were. That's a good transition.
We got another science thing.
God, I love it.
Oh, lay it on us, please.
No, hang on a sec. Mark, here's the transition. Ready?
Okay.
Mark, you're still in the stirrups there? Well, keep them there because we're going to examine your balls.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. Another article has come out. This one's COVID related.
Okay, everyone calm down.
Everyone calm down. It says hamster testicles shrink after being infected with COVID, study finds. This was, COVID could spell trouble for testicular health, including decreased size, sperm count, and testosterone levels. This was found from the University of Hong Kong. Investigated this in hamsters. And they found this to happen, and they don't know the long-term effects, but could be that, this has happened. Now, it did not happen for vaccinated hamsters. So if you're vaccinated, apparently this hasn't happened. So.
And you're a hamster.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I guess they're not saying there's anything correlated with people yet. But
I'm just saying, we don't know if it's correlated with people yet. However, it could be, possibly. Who knows? I don't have enough information yet, but this is just what science is saying at this moment.
I want to point out that hamsters' balls are already pretty small. I mean, the fact that they're like, oh, they shrank. Are they just fucking gone now? Are they just not there? They're like, his balls disappeared.
Well, I don't know what percentage they shrank. Probably not 100.
Should I Google hamster balls? And see the size? I'll do it.
Well,
I'll DuckDuckGo.
You're gonna get a lot of those clear plastic balls that you put the hamster in and it runs around.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to turn your safe search off to really get down to.
Yeah, it's gonna show you. Right.
And that's the other my takeaway is I didn't know that they were doing science stuff on hamsters. I always thought it was like mice or
Rats and stuff. Yeah.
And pigs.
Pigs.
They'll do
I'm
pigs.
sure all sorts of rodents. Are they rodents? Yeah.
I think they would have.
Yeah, they're in the rodent family. They're like cousins to the mouse.
Okay.
They're like a bigger cousin.
Well, all I'm saying is, wow. I mean, if this is just coming out, your vaccine problem has disappeared, right? If this comes out into the main news, then I'm sure you're not going to have a big vaccine problem anymore, right?
Yeah, let's say.
I'm sure guys will be lining up to get vaccines now. Do you think?
There's no telling. Who knows what anybody wants to do?
Okay. What do you think? What do you think?
I'll say this:
happening?
what if your balls are too big?
This is a free way to lose some weight in the old.
Right. You say, you know
nuts.
what? I have a big ball problem. I don't care if I get it because my balls are too big anyway. Every time I zip up my pants, I'm constantly punching myself in the balls.
I have these big clangers banging around down there, and I keep wearing through my jeans.
I'm taking like the
I can't ride a
opposite.
horse. See the problems I'm having?
Right. Every time I get on a bike, I sit on at least one nut.
Okay. Well, in case you don't have that problem,
Both of my balls need their own bike. Sorry, no chasing on that.
I'm just saying, like, if you're a guy out there and you're worried about COVID now because of that. Wow. I can imagine. You know how they had earlier, like people were faking vaccine cards or whatever. Now I think people are gonna fake like they didn't have a vaccine. You know, like, wow, I don't know what happened. I should go get another vaccine. You know.
Yeah,
Just
that's
in
a good
case.
point.
They finally get down to dirty time in the bedroom. Not like dirty, but they're like, daggone it, hun. These used to be much bigger, but that COVID really just shrank them up.
Yeah, took it out of me.
I promise these were so much bigger, huge, too big almost before. Now,
Okay.
please.
Do you think there is any women out there that might leave their partners because their balls are smaller? I shouldn't say
I
women,
don't
I'm
know.
saying partners. She's just, someone's partner has smaller balls, and they go, you know what? I liked you when you had bigger balls.
When we first started dating, you had those big old 2-pounders.
I used them as eye masks, and I used to sleep.
Yeah.
Just slap those boys on my eyes.
And now they're not there anymore. I fell in love with you because of your large balls. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. Tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet at us. Let us know if you've experienced big ball issues or if you're into big balls.
You know what? Don't tweet at us.
Tweet at me. I want to know.
Tweet at me. Yeah, tweet at me.
Yeah.
Leave Steven out of it, I guess.
Leave Steven out of it. Just give me and Jeff.
Wow. Well. Anyway, that's another bit of science news happening. Thank God there's rats and mice and hamsters out there to help us all with some science discoveries, you know?
Well, this leads straight into what I want to talk about. Oh my God! Speaking of animals,
Uh-oh. Is this... Go on.
yeah, go on. You've probably already seen it. Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's happening there?
Elon Musk's company confirms monkeys died in the brain chip testing project. Right? So, for Neuralink, they're
Neuralink.
testing it. Yeah, they're testing it on monkeys, and they died, and then they deny animal cruelty. They're like, well, that wasn't. So how do we tiptoe around this? Because number one, I think putting anything. Is there any science product that is in our brain now that helps us? Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't even fucking. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't even think like how normally I am.
Okay. Let me.
Is there anything that
translate.
Yeah, please.
Are there any implants now that
Yes,
we're
yes.
using?
Great, man. You should be me.
There's like the cochlear implant, like the hearing aid stuff. I don't know about the brain.
Yeah.
I swear I feel like there's a hearing aid like that I've seen attached like behind on people's heads.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that probably goes to look at us just spitting out bullshit. That goes to a nerve, and it makes them, it sends a signal, right? But it's not in the brain; it's like on the head.
Yeah.
So, I guess neural implants do exist. Maybe.
Okay.
Is my conclusion. So,
All right. Came here for information.
if you want to learn nothing,
Okay, so this Neuralink is like supposed to be something that you don't need like phones anymore. You can make a call in your head.
is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah, it's just like it's just trying to put a
God.
phone in your head, basically.
No, I can't have that. Look, I like my Android phone still. Someone sends me a text, I read it, I don't have to deal with the on-read thing, right? I get back to them whenever I want.
Yeah,
I like that. I don't need someone texting my head and then waiting immediately for me to reply. You know what I mean? Let me sleep or work on the thing I need to work on. You know, I put my phone on my desk over there while I'm working. I get back to people when I do. Okay?
Oh, that's a great move. Put it
Yeah,
across
great
the
move.
room. Yeah.
I put it across the room, and when I don't reply immediately, you know that I'm probably working on something.
Yeah.
So, I don't want Elon Musk in my head, you know?
Yeah. Well, and also like, yeah, that's a great move. I do a timer, so I'll set a timer and then like the do not disturb thing and put it next to me. So it's like I want to work for this certain amount of time or whatever. But yeah, you're right. Like it'll still like buzz sometimes, and I'm like, what the fuck? And of course, by instinct, I pick it up and it bothers me. Think about if someone has access to you 24/7, getting a dick pic. So you just know about a dick now. You know, I mean, That's a problem, dude. If I'm trying
Could you
to
imagine people pranking each other, right?
exactly, dude.
Dicks flashing up in your vision immediately.
What's that guy that was a meme? You know, he's sitting on the edge of the bed or whatever, and his dick's down to his knee. And remember, I got that like 400 times in college. What's that?
Yeah, try it. Right. Yeah. Let's say you don't like someone, you prank them 3 in the morning. I want to make you dream about dicks. You know?
Well, yeah, and then you're tossing and turning, and your partner turns over. Like, what's the problem? It's like, all these dicks in my head. I can't stop knowing about dicks.
Or just like imagine if like school age children had these. Like, and just like a wave of people discovering, like one student stumbles across Goatsy or Tub Girl or something, and then sends it to the entire school immediately. It's just like every classroom, you can hear all the classrooms from out in the hall. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
All
Mark.
at the
So
same
what do you think is happening? Like in this technology, you have these implants. Someone messages you a dick pic. Mm-hmm. You're saying that the receiver has the thought of a dick and not the image that pops up? How do you think it works?
I think it's an image that pops up. Like you see it immediately with no choice. I believe. I mean, I don't know. It just pops up. You see the picture that they sent you, and then again, now I'm wondering how they're sending you those pictures. If they also have if we're all having the Neuralink.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a phone number anymore, right? You'd just be like a name, or something, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you get together, you butt heads together, and then you have each other's contact information. Right?
Yeah. Just
where did that go? Remember when there was like a fist bump app?
Yeah. That's still out there, I think.
In the early days of smartphones.
That was supposed to be like the coolest thing ever. Like, oh, we just bump phones, and then that's how someone stole your information immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many reasons why this is a bad idea. To have brain implants.
Don't put anything in your brain, yeah.
Did you see that TikTok I sent you? Yeah, you forced me to. Yeah, I saw it.
I had no choice.
Yeah, and then when people are like in their Neuralink, they'll just like their eyes will just like stare out into space, like it just glaze over.
Yeah.
They're not looking at anything, but they're in their own head, and then they come out of it. That's weird.
Yeah, because people don't do that now. People don't spend like a good 70% of their day looking like that now.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, no. It's a good point.
Jeepers creepers.
I don't just stare off into space. People don't just stare off into space for hours on end unless they're shaken.
Yeah, that's hopefully not going to become a thing.
It won't. It can't. You know, this isn't like seeing the internet and being like, oh, that's never going to catch on. I mean, again, people aren't going to want something in their body. I mean, obviously, vaccine's an issue. You think people are going to sign up to get a fucking chip drilled into their brain through their skull and just so they don't have to carry around a phone? I like the fact that I can just put my phone, like you said, across the room, or if it's the weekend and I'm playing with the girls or something, sometimes I'll just leave it in my room and I'm out there playing and I don't get distracted at all.
Well, you say that now, but do you remember when we used to not have cell phones? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And how free it was?
How free it was? Oh, yeah. At first I thought you were talking about, you mean like having to wait till like 9 p.m. to call someone? Because it was free to talk to them then?
No, when we were way, way younger, for cell phones.
Yeah.
Even younger than we already are, is what you're saying.
That's right.
Yeah, so what? That was the first year of
with your friends hanging out, and no one could text you or find out where you were. You just get back home when your curfew was, you know?
Yeah. I remember coming back home from college one time, and And I love the fact that, like, you know, coming back for the holidays, like I think it was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving break, and I just turned my phone off for the whole break because I knew friends would try to call me or text me, and then if it went straight to voicemail or whatever, then obviously my phone is off, right? So it's almost like, hey, it's not my fault. It's my phone's fault. My phone's off. Something's going on with my phone, right? But just to turn that off for days, I mean, obviously the phones aren't as cool as they are now, but just to turn that off for like days and not be able to contact, and just it was liberating of just, I'm gonna go do this and no one can. get in touch with me, and I can't get in touch with anybody else, and it doesn't matter, and I'm gonna go do whatever I want, and no one can stop me.
Yep. And so my point is, would you go back to that now? You can't.
I can't because I can't just leave my phone and leave the house. Where are you going? Especially with the kids, right? That's an issue.
Yeah. So someone could grab your location straight to your brain. Where's your brain at right now?
Oh my god. Where's your brain at?
Yeah. I'll resist this next phase of stuff coming in.
Yeah, I'm not doing the chip. I'm pro no chip.
I'm not gonna do the chip. I'm not gonna do the chip either.
I'm con chip.
Yeah. you might like it. Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
you see some pros.
I think it's more of an addiction thing. It's like, because I like, I have my phone. I want to see as much shit as I can, cram as much. I feel like I gotta see more. I'm limited by how fast my thumbs can scroll and how fast my eyes can take in that info. If it's going straight to the source, I can bypass all that shit. Probably like no battery to recharge maybe or something at that point, so I don't have to worry about all that bullshit. I can just have a constant feed of info. Like,
do you think...
What was it, Short Circuit, when Johnny Five read a whole book and he just thumbed through it as fast as he could?
Oh yeah.
And he read the whole thing?
I would do that. If you're giving me information instantly, like knowledge, then maybe I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do you think it'd be like Matrix, like you don't actually have to watch the video or learn the thing, you just know it.
I know Kung Fu
You
now.
just memorize. You just...
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be interesting because then you're gonna have everybody know everybody else, or like everyone knows the same thing, so we're not interesting at all.
Ooh, okay.
Well, no, it puts everybody on the same on the same level. Mm-hmm. Or it would help. No, I don't know.
No, I know what you're gonna say. Everyone knows the same thing, so you can figure out oh, that is a fact, or that is not a fact. Right.
You can have other reasons, things to. With your personality, you don't have to choose a stupid bullshit thing to be like, yeah, we all know that. We all know about all that. It's not unique to you.
Right.
Let's find out something that's unique to you.
Yeah.
And choose that to be your personality.
Yeah, make some crafts on Etsy. That can be you. You don't have to be this bullshit.
Wait, no, I take it all back. If Pinterest can get in my brain, then fuck, I'm out. I don't want this.
I will say, if there are ads that can get in my brain, that's a no.
100% there will be.
Oh my god.
All it is going to be another way of feeding us ads. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, do you guys have balls that are getting too hairy for summer coming up? Get Manscaped and shave your nuts that hopefully haven't gotten smaller because of your... Just kidding, we're not really sponsored by Manscaped. So.
And also, if they have, then less work. So the trimming won't take as long because there's not.
Oh, I wonder if this is... sell Manscaped if you have any of that stock.
Yeah.
People are going to be needing to shave. Trim up those old pubes a lot less.
Yeah, because they're going to be trying to hide those eggs in a bush. I would, right?
Yeah.
Make your balls appear... It's like, I have these small balls, I'm going to cover them up. With a bunch of hair. Might even take some of my head hair and throw it down there.
Gorilla mat? Oh man, versatile. Gorilla mat for yourself.
Get a little wig for my balls.
Merkin, I believe.
What are we talking about, you guys? Hang on, let's...
Oh, sorry, yeah. Steven, I forgot you were here.
So guys, I haven't been anywhere lately.
Transitioned into a next... Yeah, me and Mark went on a ski trip out west in Utah for a few days.
Shit, I was telling people Colorado. I was...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought you went to Colorado. Sorry.
Yeah, we were in Utah for a few days skiing. I hadn't been on vacation in a long time. And it's just something I don't do anymore. Work too damn much. But, yeah, so we did that. It was good.
Yeah. Nice. You guys, now you said ski. Did you do the skiing or the snowboarding?
Oh, well, I was skiing. Everyone else was snowboarding. Yeah. But, in fact, I had to borrow my uncle's ski gear.
Yeah, go to Hummy's Instagram. I'm gonna post some pictures too tomorrow. But oh my god, if you could go and just see it.
Yeah, because that stuff's expensive. So I borrowed his ski gear, which he's had for 40 years. So I was in pants from thin, tight pants from 1980.
So tight.
Out on the ski slopes.
I mean, they're bell bottoms. They're bib bell bottoms.
But that stuff. Oh my god, I wish I could have seen it. But that stuff, it's all circular, cyclical. Like, you're probably one of the more fashionable people, like, out there in vintage ski gear.
Yeah, everyone else had these baggy pants, all warm and everything. No, it's not where it's at. We did some pose photos and stuff, and I apparently looked pretty good. I looked pretty good. We took some photos, and Mark said, and I quote, he said to me, "You look like you could be on the cover of Fuck magazine."
He did, man.
The most uncreative magazine title ever.
Yeah, I can't believe they're still putting that out. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Fuck magazine. I don't think it exists, but we should make it.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with fucking. It's just other stuff. That's what we were talking about. Just Fuck magazine and put just snowboarding and like skiing and birds in there.
guy swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's like back in the day before Jackass, they had like dumb magazine, like the skateboard magazine,
Yeah.
That's what we do. We start Fuck magazine. It's gonna be random junk and stuff,
Yeah. Kick-ass
You know?
All
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
What happened to that?
Dude doing a sick, like back handspring or something. We put him on the cover.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
That's kick-ass.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So,
Jeff, Gary brought Wingspan.
did you guys get to play?
God, did we play?
How many, excuse me, I'm sorry, how many games did you play?
2 a night.
2.
Oh boy.
Back to back.
Y'all are probably knowing so much about birds right now.
Listen, it's not even like. Here's the thing: is just for the listeners, Jeff. Would you say that the average time it takes to play Wingspan is 2.5, 3 hours, somewhere in that range? 2 hours, 2.5.
I'd say at minimum 2 hours.
Okay, minimum 2 hours. Yeah.
I mean, we may have gotten, like, towards when we went in the fall, when we went and played it. I feel like we're kind of banging through them. We
For
got
those
it.
listening, Wingspan is a board game that's hot right now.
Super hot.
Tabletop, yeah.
I mean, we were cold in Utah. We brought that bad boy out, warmed right up.
Yeah. So go ahead, Mark.
Toasted.
What were you saying? We had 5 players.
5 players. We went through these games an hour and a half a piece, just swinging, dude. I mean, the first round was literally like, okay, I'm grabbing food, and then it's my like. We would go a round, less than a minute. The first 2 rounds were just like NASCAR, just because like I'm getting worm. Okay, I'm birthing a bird. Here's the cherry, and then I'm done. Like, just crazy, dude. So it was
That's ridiculous.
It was us two. It was Trent and Gary, our cousins. Some people know him as Title Trent, and Trent's like a really good friend Drew, and we've met him a couple times. And wow, he fit right in. Loved the birds. Just
How can you not?
yeah, how can you not? It was super fun, man. So that's what we did. We skied and boarded all day, and then came home
At night.
Yeah, boarded at night. And that's all we did.
Yep. 3 days straight. Snowboarding all day and wingspan at night. 3 days in a row. I have a little bit of sunburn and a little bit of chapped lips from all the wind and the cold.
From the wings.
Yeah, I'm recovering. I don't use chapstick, but I'm using it now to try and recover myself.
Mm-hmm.
I kept it in my back pocket, and
Hands are too tight to get it out.
well, the thing is, when you keep it there, it really chaps my ass. Do we have a sound? There we go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was so funny. Steven said that we were all sitting on the ski lift going up, and me and Gary, I think, we like turned around and we're like, oh, look at those mountains, are beautiful. And Steven's sitting in the middle, and he's like, it's too tight to turn around. It was too tight, he couldn't turn his shoulders.
Me and my 80 ski gear, yeah, I couldn't turn around and look behind me.
I feel like that's probably safer that way. Like
Maybe,
Yeah.
I heard the view was beautiful.
Right. You
I
you
couldn't
go
turn-
online and see those pictures. You don't need to see it while you're there. You're there for the sport.
Yeah.
So who
Yes.
did the like what do you like is it the fastest or like the most spins? I don't like how is skiing judged?
I'm not sure, but it was fun. I mean, by day 2, I regained my confidence from years ago, and I would, go off the slopes into the trees a little bit. We would make paths in the trees.
Oh,
that stuff.
Backcountry.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I'm going to actually create a video when we're done here, and I'll put it up there. But,
Oh, nice.
at one point, I see, down below me, 50 yards or something like that, I see Mark crashed. He fell over, and
We're in the
and
woods, by the way.
Yeah, we're in the woods. We don't know if we're on a slope or not. We're like kind of lost a little bit. And then
because we basically it's like, oh, all this shit is gonna funnel down into the bottom, right? So we're like, oh, let's go off on these into the woods and stuff. So we're like, we cannot see a trail from where we are. Just put it that way.
no, we are deep in the woods at this point. And Mark's crashed. He's like on his side. I'm like, oh shit, is he all right? And then I come skiing over. I'm trying to dodge trees, left, right, going back and forth. I get over there. Apparently, I hit the same bump he did, and I just tumbled over, and we're both heaped in one lump on the ground in deep powder, where it's hard to get out,
Yeah.
And this tree, I had straddled this tree. Mark's on the ground. I had straddled a tree because I'm on skis, not a board, and it's holding my torso up. So I'm just kind of limp, hanging on a tree, looking down at Mark that's on the ground.
We can't help each other because I'm down, he's up. There's a tree
Yep.
between us.
And we're lost.
Yeah.
At that point, we're like, well, this is where it ends, right here.
We almost gave up. We almost just was like, if someone finds us, hopefully they'll bring food.
Oh man.
It was a fun time.
Yeah, the first 2 days were fine for me, and then the last day, I felt more than I have in probably all my time snowboarding because I don't know if it was my legs or whatever, but I wasn't keeping an edge on snowboard. You have to keep an edge, going heel to toe, and there was one point where I was just staying flat and I was gaining speed, and I've done this to the 2 days prior, but this time I just caught an edge and I just fly swatted, just whack right into the ground, and I rolled it. The board probably went over my head at least 2 times, where it was just I rolled. If I saw what I...
Oh my god.
Yeah, I swear to God, I thought I'd chip my teeth. That's how hard my head hit the ground, too, of just
Oh.
Yeah, so I thought that was an issue. And then the first day it snowed, it was 7 inches of powder, probably, because it snowed all day. It was supposed to be 5, but it was 7. But towards the end, it was really bad visibility to the point where sometimes, if no one was in front of you and there were no trees immediately around, it looked like you were looking at a white sheet of paper in front of you. You could not see I swear to God, you couldn't tell what was sky what was grass, what was we couldn't see a ridge line or anything. So whoever was going first at that time, you're like, all right, at least I have some kind of gauge of what this mountain looks like.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
It was a fun time.
Yeah, I believe we had one of the best dining experiences. So we
did.
So there's this place that I actually went to Trent. I think it was about 8 or 9 years ago. I went to the same mountain we snowboarded, and there's this little place. Fucking damn, I forgot what the name is. Do you know the name, Steven? Damn it. Well, we're gonna keep it a secret anyway because they're doing just fine. And it's this one guy. It's a husband and wife, and they do this Japanese food, and it is so legit, so good, and it's such a small place. It's about the size of, I don't know, there's only 4 tables in there, so it's like, yeah, super like low key type of place. We went in there. I think it was one of the days we ate dinner, and it was amazing. And Drew, the guy my friend liked it so much, he's like, let's go back. I was like, yeah, we're all, yeah, it was amazing. So we go back and we're like, hey, we're going to make a reservation for like 5:30. Like, get in so we can bird it up, you know, really all around the night. So we call him and he goes, I'm typically busy, real busy Fridays. What do you want to eat? This is like going to be the next day. He's like, what do you want to eat? And we're like, I guess we'll get everyone's order. So we talk about the order. We call him back. We're like, this is what we want. This. We come in at 5:30. We sit down. Brings all of it out immediately. I was like, this is amazing. I cannot think of a better dining experience than to go into a restaurant, sit down, have exactly what you want right in front of you. I mean, we were in and out of there, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah. It's like, why isn't this a thing?
Yeah.
Why isn't that the norm? Why?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. No rush, no nothing. Just sat down. Here's your food. It was warm, or just the way it was supposed to be.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no one comes up and takes your order. You sit down, and they bring exactly what you want out.
I kind of want to try it immediately somewhere here, and she's like, I'm gonna be there.
Well, and I'll go ahead and pay for it so that like you guys aren't worried about me flaking and like you guys cooking the food and nobody's showing up. I'll pay for it now so that we don't have to settle. That is right.
I'm sure you can do that, right? Because you order something to go. Oh, I'll come in there and I'll pick it up. We do that all the time.
Right.
Just put it on a plate.
Yeah, just give it to me when I get there, except for not in a box, just on a plate,
Yeah.
Can you change your mind? Say, I'm going to pick it up, and they have it in there, and be like, you know what? Let's put that over the table. And go, well, okay. And now you've done it.
We're going to try and make this a thing, I think.
Yeah, it absolutely should be a thing. I don't think there's anything. I can't remember if we talked about this on the podcast. I can't think of anything I hate more than a wait at a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's my time isn't that valuable. I got a lot of free time. I fuck around a lot, but still, I hate. You go and especially if it's like not even that fancy or like not even like that special of a restaurant. It's just food, and you have to wait. Like, no, I'll go to the place next door. I don't care.
Right.
Nothing is that special.
We'll make it a thing. We'll start a movement.
That's one thing that I get nervous about if I'm eating somewhere and Dad is with us.
Man,
he doesn't wait. He doesn't wait.
No, he
gets impatient at restaurants. That's just something he does.
Did we talk about that place in I think it was Universal Studios? Did we talk about that on here before?
Like if he doesn't wait, like if he's already been seated, or like wait to like get a seat.
Both. Both. Yeah.
We were at I think it was Universal Studios one time, and the guy said, "Yeah, we'll get your table. It's going to be 20 minutes." And of course, Dad's like, this is Brady's side. If you're a Brady, you're very familiar with the this side. Okay, so it goes waiting around. We're probably waiting for about 30 minutes. The guy and he asked the guy. He goes, he's so upfront, and this is gentle soul. This man is right, but when it comes to food, fucking get the fuck out of the way. I mean, so 20. It's been about 30 minutes, and he goes up to the guy, and he goes, "Oh, I think it's going to be about another just 15 minutes or something like that." And my dad starts walking towards the guy, and he goes, "You told us, it's 30 minutes ago." And I swear to God, the guy starts backing up. He starts backing up as my dad is continuously walking towards him. And he's got his hands up. Like he's got a fucking gun. There's no gun in his hand, but the guy was like, "Sir, I understand." Like it's...
I mean, for the listener, y'all's dad is probably the largest person I know, or like just tall, like largest frame person.
Yeah.
Like, Dad's a big guy. Like it would be intimidating.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah. Not like a large person, a tall person. That is also a bit,
that also is fit. Yeah, I remember plenty of times, like all the way through high school, people being like, "Dad's dad."
Yeah. He was a basketball player, and tall guy. So not many people have said no to him. I think that's why he can get away with this stuff. But every time we're at a restaurant and the wait is just a little bit longer than it should be, I see him start to turn around and look behind him. I'm like, let's wait a little longer, Dad. It should be here soon.
Yeah.
Up and it helps get up and talk to people.
I remember there's a story out there that my mom has told. She swears to God up and down it's true, and he denies it that it didn't happen that way. But this waiter was trying to take his food before he was done. Where he's like, "Oh, sir, you're done." And he starts taking the plate, and my dad stabbed his hand, not like hard, but like poked his hand, and it was like, "No, I'm still eating it." Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just stabbing people like
with the dinner knife?
Yeah, with the dinner knife.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, I'm telling you, if this guy doesn't eat. I'm kind of like that too. I think that's one thing I got from him, where it's just
you get stabby when you're hungry.
Real stabby. Just get out a knife and I just start waving it around. Now I've had to do that now. I've gone with my in-laws. They take us to we'll go to Disney or Universal, and the same weight stuff is going on there. And I've had to a couple times gotten just so irritated. Like, this is in front of my in-laws where you're supposed to mind your manners. Where I find someone and I go, what the fuck? I don't say what the fuck, obviously, but I go, hey, I plead my case, and then we get a table. So I don't know, maybe it works. But let's talk about this, Steven. Our first meal in Utah when we landed, where we sat outside.
Yeah.
So we sat outside, and it's a tricky situation when you're waiting for your food, right? Because it was a
right. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're somewhere in Salt Lake City at this place. Go ahead.
And we're waiting for Gary and Drew to get here. All three of us are together. We're like, let's go grab lunch real quick outside the airport. We'll come back. We'll pick them up. So we go to this restaurant. I look it up. It's supposed to be really good. We sit outside. There's like 3 tables outside, and we're one of them. And this one guy, he's just working. He's like, people didn't show up. Whatever the story is. And we're outside, and we're waiting for about I don't know,
20 minutes.
20 minutes before we even get our drinks, right? Okay. Before they even come to sit, and we're kind of in a time crunch of let's hurry up, let's order our food. So it is a tricky thing of hey, I want to go in there and say, hey guys, no one's seen us yet, right? But I also don't want anyone to come in my food, right?
Yeah, you don't want to ever piss off your waiter, right?
So like we were talking about the first two lines that we would have said to our waiter to kind of just like, what do we say? How do we say this in the right way?
Be polite,
right?
But also let them know
get
our
your point
concern.
across. Like,
yeah.
We say,
what do we say?
Yeah. The first two lines that we all thought as a unit that would be good was, "Excuse me, I don't want to get cum in my food, but we just thought it was a nice day to sit outside."
That's all you gotta say. Point across.
Right? Like no one's come out to see us in a while. Like we're outside, and I understand. Like I'm not trying to. I don't want you to come or jizz in my food. But I guess there's got to be a way, and if you're a waiter, call in. What's a polite
the
way?
lines are open.
Yeah. What's a polite way to get into that without being a dick? Because I'm not trying to be a dick, but I just want you to know that it has been a bit, but please don't fuck with my food, you know? So I am the type of person that will, once I'm at a table, I will wait a long period of time because I am fully aware that people, I mean, yeah, our dad's friend, we heard stories of our dad's friend, he would stir people's drinks with his dick. That's not even a fucking joke, dude. Like that's who was a waiter. I mean, this is
when you're a kid working in a restaurant, you'll do dumb stuff.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I saw kids doing that. I worked as a waiter.
You saw kids' dicks?
No. Let me be clear. No. But I saw my other kids in high school that were working there also did stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I worked as a waiter one summer. Horrible. I'm always polite to the wait staff. Always. You can tell if you go out with me, that's like a big thing that I do. So, yeah, I don't complain when I'm out there. So,
yeah.
What do you do?
Don't complain about how long it's taking about your food. It's just a rule. But there's got to be some sort of thing where you don't... Because you can be like, hey, where's our food? And then, oh, you're getting pubes in your salad. Okay? But
yeah, I've seen kids do horrible things, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I can't complain ever now.
So there's got to be a way of being like, I don't know, is there a catchphrase? Is there a way to just say, hey, is our food? Yeah, there's no way to say it. Is our food close?
I think. Yeah, I don't know if there is a way. Like, if you did have to say something, maybe something like, "Hello, I'm recognizing you as a human being with your own individual problems and issues and everything going on, and I appreciate you being here. I am also a human being with his own issues and problems and whatnot. We're gathered here today. I've laid myself bare unto your abilities and your caregiving here. My friends and I, also human beings with their own individual problems. Very compassionate people, all of us, and I see that you are as well. It's a real great day outside, so we wanted to sit outside. And that's fine, and that's fine. We're just letting you know that we have not been seen yet.
Okay.
But I think I don't think you can. If you're worried about the retaliation from the kitchen, I think your only move is to leave. You don't say anything. You just pay for what you've ordered and you leave.
I've done that before. I have done that once, I believe, where I just said, "We'll just take the check," and they're like, "Oh, you sure?" Yeah, we'll just take the check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if it's been super long and all we've gotten is our waters,
I'll just leave. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just pop out.
I wonder, like Uber rates you as a passenger, right? Your drivers.
Yeah.
I wonder if could Yelp start, have a thing where the restaurants can start rating customers?
That'd be great. Yeah. You start
Hey, this
rating
guy's
customers.
a pain in the ass, send her backer. Or,
You wouldn't have a way
shitty.
to identify them unless you had the neural implant, I'm afraid.
Fuck. Well, maybe there's something. I mean, everyone's going to those scannable menus now, obviously because of COVID. So you scan the menu, and it shows your name, and it's linked to your whatever account of Yelp or whatever this thing is, a restaurant.
Yeah, you're linked to your Eat Me account. Yeah.
Eat Me account.
There should 100% be a thing where there's like, because some people will go and like vote bomb restaurants, if they find out, they did something that they don't agree with, or for reasons completely unrelated to like the actual meals there and service there. Like there should be 100% be QR codes printed on your receipt that you scan, and then you leave a review on that. So you can say, yes, I'm a verified reviewer. Because, like, on Amazon, same with Amazon, like, people can rate products they haven't even bought yet.
Right, yeah.
But this says, yeah, I ate here. And then the restaurant can see that and go and see the receipt and be like, oh, yeah, that dude was a douchebag. Mm-hmm. Or that guy was a great tipper. He didn't ask for anything extra. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I mean, I think the best idea is what you guys had, where you just go in and you're immediately brought the food. You eat it, and then you just GTFO.
Yeah, great system.
Yep. I think that should be.
Yep, and that way you're avoiding the whole...
It's all...
The whole dialogue Jeff said. Hi, look, you're a person with needs and desires, life goals. Wants, I too. I'm that person.
Same. We're equals. We're the same. Mm-hmm. What is the temperature like in Salt Lake this time of year? You said you guys ate outside. Is it like cold?
So Salt Lake was what? It was in the 50s, I think.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, it was nice. And then we drove an hour to Ogden, this place called Powder Mountain. It was nearby, and it's just like. I think on the mountain there were some days where it was like, 17 or something? Maybe even like 10. It got down to 10 on the mountain, but like when you down the mountain, I think it was like maybe 20s, 30s, low 30s.
That doesn't seem too bad for...
Yeah. I think we were snowboarding at like 6,000...
something feet, yeah.
Yeah. It was up there.
Well, that's exciting. I'm excited to see this video. I can't wait to see the cover of Fuck Magazine next month.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to get on that, yeah.
Well, is that all we had for tonight, guys?
I think so.
Okay. You know what I do want to remind everybody of? We did a bonus episode a week before, whenever it was.
Yes,
we watched My Octopus Teacher, I believe.
Yeah.
A documentary on Netflix. I think it was more of a rom-com.
That was fun. Yeah, do check that out. Yep. Mm-hmm.
If you're in the Discord, if you're a Patreon subscriber or a Twitch subscriber, get in the extras channel on our Discord and give that a watch and let us know what you think. We were a little hesitant going in doing a documentary or like a nature, non fiction thing or whatever. I think it was one of our funnier ones. I think I had more fun doing that one than any of the other movies.
Same.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I thought about that before, and I almost replayed it. just the audio of it. So, yeah, that's what we're doing on the Patreon is some watch-alongs and stuff that we have not seen together. And you guys can give us suggestions too, and we can do that. But right now, we're just us three are kind of rotating which ones we want to do that look interesting, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Do a watch-along with us.
So, subscribe on those places. Come listen to all the bonus episodes of the podcast, all the extra content, bonus content for the YouTube videos. like us, or I guess now it's not subscribe on Apple Podcasts, it's follow on Apple Podcasts is what they want the follow on Apple Podcasts, leave a review there.
Yep. The share button to help the algorithms and such. Share it. Send it along.
And if you have one of those neural links already, then I guess you don't have to touch anything. You just
send it to someone at 3 a.m. Help us out,
Get it out there any way you can. Do it with your brain.
All right. Well, you know what? Those neural links. We're talking about like reading books and knowing all of those instantly. I wonder if that would work for other media. Could you listen to a comedy album or just know a comedy album instantly?
That's interesting. Yeah, so it's not even like you enjoy it, but you just immediately get it.
You just osmosis it.
Yeah, speaking of getting it, here's how you said comedy album.
Yeah.
I have a comedy album.
What? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, I don't have a neural link, so how would I listen to it now?
Great, that's a great question. Yeah, I almost don't know myself, but I barely know enough. And you can listen to the album. It's Mark Brady Incognito, and it's on Apple Music. You can find it there. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Amazon Music.
Yeah. Can I just say, if you're out there looking for substance, you don't need a plug. We have a plug master right here. His name's Jeff.
I am for hire. Well, yeah, then I think I'll go. I might listen to it on all those platforms and see if there's any differences.
That would be great. Yeah, if you could do it, it would help. Also, you could share that. Share it with me.
I like to share things. I'm polite. Okay. Well, I'll do that.
We're all polite. We all have our own lives.
We have our own minds, our own goals.
Yeah.
We're just human beings trying to get through the day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll do that.
Yeah. And see if you can share it. Don't come on us. But have a nice day.
Yeah. Don't fart on my soup.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening, guys.
Whoa. Good evening.
Hey,
I am Mark, Steven, and Jeff.
you're all three of us.
I'm all three of us. Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
You've been doing this too long.
It's the perfect Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
The one for the Matrix.
Even though she is perfect.
She is perfect. Guys, we are the guys from Humming Chair Comedy. That we have videos on YouTube. We have a podcast. You may be listening to it right now. Stream on Twitch. Dance on TikTok. We do it all. We're everywhere, all at the same time. That's what we do, and this is our podcast where
We deleted our OnlyFans. We're on everything else. Still. Yeah. You did delete that.
I will. Will
Okay.
delete that.
Okay.
Will delete that.
That's fine.
Just a little bit of tradition here to get the show going. I'm going to give Mark and Steven an idiom from somewhere else in the world. They're going to tell me what it means and where it's from. This week's is, and listen up, this is a long one and confusing. I'm reading it and I'm still confused.
Okay.
A germ across the sea can be seen. An elephant on the eyelid can't. And it's not a riddle. This is not a riddle or a limerick. This is an idiom.
A germ across the sea can be seen. An elephant on an eyelid can't.
Can't.
I think that's the equivalent of if it was a snake, it would have bit you type of thing. Right? It's one of those idioms where you didn't look hard enough. Or one of those things.
I found it in the... Can you believe I found it in the last place I looked?
Yeah, like, keys were in my hands the whole time.
The whole time.
One of those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where did this originate? Where's the place where they have germs?
Go ahead, man. Take a
How about
wild stab.
Elephants. We'll go with elephants. Place they have elephants. Over in the east part. So I'm gonna say east. From the east.
Going with the direction east.
General east. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
God. Into Thailand again, so maybe that. I'll go with that.
That's a good guess. That's a great
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
Mark?
I think borderlines of Steven, I guess. That it was right in front of your nose. It is so obvious that you overlook the obvious. That's what it is. Yep.
Okay.
Overlook the obvious, and that is from a place where they have eyes. I'm gonna go with India. Sure.
India.
Good guess. Yeah. Okay.
Thailand and India. Both great guesses. I'm going to reverse it this week and give you the country first. This is from Indonesia.
Oh man!
I thought Steven was going to say that. I felt it coming.
You combined both of our answers. India and East.
Yeah.
Indonesia. Yeah.
Indonesia.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm afraid I don't think I can give you any points for the idiom answer. This one, a germ across the sea can be seen, an elephant on the island can't, essentially means that it's easy to see other people's mistakes no matter how small they are, but it's hard to see your own even when they're very large.
Damn, I love that. That's a great fucking saying, dude. Indonesia's got it figured out. I love that.
Doing some good shit over there.
Yeah. Focus on your own shit. Stop looking at everybody else's. Love it.
So those points will be added to your running scores, and we'll
Yearly
go over those at the end of the season.
Okay.
I think like we reduced the saying here to just fuck off. You know?
Yeah.
But if someone bothers you in Indonesia, you go up to them and say, "Look, a germ across the sea. Seen."
Can be seen.
Yeah.
But walking away, pal. I'm not done. An elephant on the island cannot.
Hey, get back here.
Okay,
Good
I'll
one.
see you later.
Good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's that is all we have for the idiom.
That's a great segment.
Seems like these countries, knowing countries, has really been hot. I think we talked about it last episode.
Yeah.
But between then and now, I think we have gotten back into GeoGuessr.
Yes.
God, I just feel like a moron. I was telling Dana that us three streamed it. So it was a lot of fun. But I said, I told her, I was like, I feel like an idiot when I play with them because you guys in two different guesses were like right across the street from where we were. And I was just like, I couldn't even begin to tell you what continent, really, for sure, So it is fun playing with you guys, but I like being the, I'm the village idiot for sure. And that's fine. We can't all be smart. How fucking boring would that be?
Well, it's
That's
all
me justifying my own brain. Come on, that's why I'm here.
I have a purpose. It's all perception, though, because my mind has been blown away by the people that come in chat.
God, yeah.
And will help out. And I truly believe that most of them aren't Googling or cheating or
For sure.
somebody. Steven and I were playing after you left Saturday. Somebody in chat said, "Hey, zoom in on that bus stop sign. How many windows does the bus have on it? Because country A has 7 windows. Country B has 8 windows."
Why the fuck do you know that?
I don't know. how do you know? Like, what?
Yeah.
It was.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Come on into Twitch and God, the people that come in are there's some smart people in there. Yeah.
Get your mind blown on our stream. Seriously, people. I don't know why they're watching this.
I don't either. I don't.
They're taking a break from science and
knowing a lot of things.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I need a break. My head is just, I know too much, and I need to empty out some knowledge. Let me watch these three idiots.
That's why we're there. Yeah.
Come hang
I think
out.
that's our purpose.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Good, clean fun. Good family fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of family fun,
Not what this podcast is.
good, clean, wholesome family fun. That's what we do. That's on the banner.
Okay. Watch ourselves.
Oh, I am. I started cracking down.
On yourself.
You know what? Sucking up that corporate teeth. I want to make us more sellable. We need to. Yes. What parts and dates and whatever it is. We gotta just separate.
That's a good point. Let's clean it up, alright?
Let's sell out.
I'm sorry, did you say sell out?
Sell out.
Oh, sell out.
Stella out. It's Stella Artois' latest beer. It's delicious. Everyone, all the time.
I say if we start doing these podcasts every time, get some ties.
You think that'll help us cost much?
Yeah, probably not. We'll try to keep it clean. Look, we want your kids to also listen to in the car. Yeah. You know what? Pause it right now. Bring your kids.
Put your kids in here.
And if we don't have kids, someone else's kids, and shut this.
Hopefully you don't pause it now and realize that was a joke. Please have the kids leave now.
Okay, now I have to go.
Okay. Alright, now that's done. You know what? Bring them back in.
Yeah, let's get those kids back in.
I want to apologize to them. Bring them back in.
Yeah.
Wait, positive.
Go ahead.
Treat them like adults. Don't. That's very. Apologize directly to the children.
Okay.
But speaking of good, wholesome, clean family fun, Mark, you are part of the family, and you had some fun on a video shoot, maybe?
Oh yes, yeah. I almost forgot about that. Your segue was so
jarring and smooth.
Yeah, I can't say what it is for until it is out. I've been
But you were in a commercial.
Yeah, we were allegedly in a commercial. We'll say allegedly in case whatever happens. But yeah, I'll tell you the whole process. It's really interesting. So these guys were trying to shoot this commercial for a company. But I can't say the company yet until it's out.
It may not even be a company because you don't want to get too specific. It might not be a company.
Right. This commercial could have been for a person.
Like a PSA announcement?
Might have been PSA.
PSA. It could be a PSA. Could be an ad for not a commercial. Think about that.
Is that actually a difference? Are those two different things?
I don't know. So, that's just trying
Got
to
real sweaty.
fool
sweaty
you.
difference there.
Yeah. My whole life I thought ads were commercials were the same.
It's the same thing.
So they're doing this commercial, and they wanted it to be funny. And they reached out. They're shooting it here, and they reached out to a local comedy club, and they said, "Give us some names." Right?
Now, you're currently in a bus just traveling around the country. So here could be anywhere. We don't want to give any specifics.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Good point.
No details.
No details. So they give a list of names, I presume, and I get an email that says, "Hey, we're interested and using you essentially here's the shoot date, here's this. This is what it's about. It adds up right there. Yeah. So great. Let's have a video. The next day, right? So holy shit, that's really fucking soon. And here are the lines of what I will be playing. So I'm reading these lines. I'm going, I gotta fucking nail these lines. This audition kind of fell on my lap. So stayed up late. It's not a lot, but there's one line or two that kind of the word kind of fumble it, you know, and it actually. So anyway, I meet do a web interview, and they say, hey, I thought I was okay. The audition, I cleared my room. I'm like, this is where I'll stand. Do I stand up in this audition? Am I just reading in front of the microphone? I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I've never done this process before, and I don't want to look like an idiot. I want to know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm doing, right? So we get on.
Camera in your hand, just up like this.
I turned the webcam on, fucking back. I was backwards the whole time. I didn't really know what the computer was. Actually, they were like, no, turn around. Upside down. Now they're only seeing my feet in here.
Oh, Mark, come on.
Totally botched.
Get it together.
Yeah. So, I talked with them. We talked out the commercial a little bit, and they go, we're interested in you doing this, but we don't want to talk the script out. So we're talking about the script, and they go, do you have any ideas? And as I was reading the script, I go, you know, it'd be funny if I said this line at the end. Like this would be, I think it's really funny. Yeah, those little. And you go, I actually do have an idea. I think it'd be funny if you say this at the end. These two guys, two different guys, started laughing, like out loud, and they're like, oh my god, that is good, that is so good. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Right,
Amazing.
So, I'm contributing, and they go, I'm gonna backpedal a little bit. So in the beginning, we started this and that. And they're like, look, we saw some of your stuff. Where did you see it? Because I didn't sign off on it. They go, we saw some of your skits on YouTube.
Oh my god.
I put my head down and go, I'm sorry.
I appreciate your time.
I'm sorry about it. I'm doing it to dude, fucking bullshit, right? I mean, and they were like, we saw your big one. I was like, first of all, between you and me, I think that's kind of a funny juxtaposition of these two people going back and forth about Bitcoin, like one debunking what the person is trying to sell it. We've all been there with Bitcoin, so it wasn't necessarily as funny as I thought, as much as just we've all been sort of. So they're like, we really liked the Bitcoin thing. I can't believe my YouTube thing with the skits is not the funny. There's people that I do it as a creative outlet, but at the time. Anyway, so they said they saw it, and they go, we looked through a couple of comments, so before we even really started, they go, you're this guy, you're playing this guy, and I go, okay. So 0 audition. They wanted to talk to me about the script, and they asked me about the lines. I go, I think this is funny, and they go, what about this scene and this scene? I go, what if you did this or this? And then they're like, yeah. They're nodding. They're like, oh yeah, that could do it. And so they changed the fucking script of their commercial, and then so we met because of my input.
Can you say some lines? Are you allowed to do that? Can you give us a context of what was said and what you changed?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I that I said was that it wasn't. It didn't end up being. They really liked it. The client was like, that might be a little too, edgy or something like that. Like it was commercial. It totally could have been on there. But I was hanging out with this. I'm a nuisance almost, which I was like, oh, I'm really. She's like, I don't have to fucking act. I'm a nuisance, right? I'm hanging out with this couple, and I'm still around, still hanging out, and they're watching TV, and I'm still there, and I like ruin the show for them. I'm like, oh, the one line I added was like, oh, by the way, I've seen this. It's like the book line, where it's just like, oh, this is our season. Then like I spoil the show they're watching together that is depicted in the earlier that there's dicking around, and they thought it was really funny, and so this line we can't use, and I was like, maybe it could be like, oh, I've seen this one get married, it's a little bit brighter, like dark. That's it. That's the direction this guy goes. Like, I think so. Okay, that line is in the commercial, and so we're going back and forth. And great, what's the line? Okay, but it'll be in there. I don't want to feel like I'm really edging everybody here.
Oh, I've seen this before.
I'll let
they
you
both
know.
suck each other's dicks at the end.
Yeah. You're like, that's the
He loves those kind of jokes.
It's like popcorn jokes, dude.
Doesn't it see, like, see commercials, okay, and they're just so dumb at trying to be funny. You just hate yourself and you hate them.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can find stuff so much better than that.
100%. Yeah.
And you did. Just did.
Well, it was funny because like after the first line that I gave him, like all the prep, because before I even went into this, I go, I have zero to lose. It's not like I went into this audition being like, I need this audition, or I really want to start being an actor and I want to do this audition. It was like, I'm fucking dumb fuck bitch girl, I mean, I don't deserve anything, and so I just went in there. Like zero stakes. Like I was a little nervous getting on the call because I don't know how these things go or what was expected of me. But
it just says that at the top of your resume. Just
Honest Brady.
So
Location, dumb fuck.
location Bitchville.
Current residence.
So I was planning on keeping this whole thing a secret until after it was done, obviously. But now that it's done, I can tell. Even when you tell, I took a break from snowboarding because they're like, we got to get on a call and talk about the last bits. And I fucking took a break from snowboarding, and I'm 65,000 feet in the air on a mountain talking to these guys about commercial. So I'll just fast forward. Now it's the day of the shoot. Like I had the final script, the day of the shoot, and get there. The people in the commercial, it's me, and it's a couple. And I have the first scene. I have the first thing. I walk in, I say my line, and I wait for a reaction, and then the thing switches. What is the line? I can't say it. So can you make it up? Can you just say something similar? Hey, guess who's here? What do you think you're doing?
Okay, great.
Right? Awesome. I think I said like,
For those listeners, to be completely false. Yeah. Okay.
So I come in, here's the thing, is I'm nervous. I'm nervous a little bit because I go, I don't know how this actually goes. I do these fucking skits. I like doing that. We do VR stuff, which is all improv, so it's like, there is some sort of acting element of like character, even in our, we're using our hands and we're using our type of clothing to kind of make the characters more real. acting classes to help my stand-up. So when I first started stand-up, obviously us three, which again, improv class, so I was like, I'm going to take an improv class to help with stand-up. And then, on top of that, acting classes, because that really helped with stand-up presence, creating these situations that give me a little bit more life on stage. Oh, here's a joke, but like, these little details you can add. Anyway, so I have the first thing, and I go, I don't, is he gonna, like, is this, like, is he gonna say action? Do I come out? Do I hold this in this hand? So, I come in, I say my line. Alright, I go, okay, let's try that again. And I go, they're like, come in a little bit more, they're giving me direction, which is great, as opposed to like, let's do it again. Then I go, what the fuck, what was wrong? If you tell me what was wrong, so they do, they tell me, come in a little bit more confident, they're like, come in through this door, this way, and then this way. So it's like, now you're because it was a door, like you have to come in, like they thought it would be great coming from the left, but it doesn't work. Knock on the left side of the door, so like let's come in, or excuse me, from the right. So now let's come in from the left instead of the right. So these are the little things you're mentioning.
I'll cut out which side you came in.
Oh yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah, you're right. Just drop that.
I'll cut all that out. That's maybe too specific.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. And so I come in and then they get one more time and it's like, okay, feels like you're like looks like you're trying to remember what you're saying coming in. And I fucking was, because it was like, of course, I was like, yeah, that's kind of what acting is. I'm supposed to remember what I'm saying. But
it looks like you're panicking that this is your first real acting gig. You're coming in the door and doing a performance and upsetting all these people.
We're using film and have a real fucking videographer and fucking film and other actors who are, by the way, are real actors.
You're holding up all of these people and all of this money. It's all hinging on you. Is that that's showing up to your face a lot?
God damn! We might have to pay to get that outtake reel.
Yeah. Well, it was like, it's so funny because it was like, the first take was like, it was okay. The second take, I come in and I like, stand here, robot, look over here, say the line, and I go, fuck, man, that was like, the second one was like, clearly like, whoops, maybe we should get somebody else. So,
are the actors watching you do this, by the way?
Yeah, they're all there. They're all in the thing. So now it's like I'm bullshitting on the fly with my ability to act. But the reason they hired me was because they were like, we need. I'm assuming they saw my stand-up too. They're like, we need a comedian. These are lines that are supposed to be delivered funny, and I guess they were like, they need to be delivered funny, and someone who can do that is a comedian, as opposed to like. And it is kind of a good play of like. Being an actor, you're trained in all these certain ways of like all these emotions, but like kind of like delivering something in a funny way can't really be like, it has to be something in you a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Act funny then if you're such a good actor. Just act funny.
Act funny. And then there's like there's got to be a category. What is funny, or like how am I supposed to act? You know what I mean? Like, you're not trained to be funny. You're trained to act, respond to these emotions, and deliver these lines in whatever sarcastically, this or that. But they were just like, just deliver funny. So, we got the first joke. Yeah, tell us a joke funny, gosh. So, the first one only took like 7 takes, honestly, where it was just like, let's get this and look here, and they wanted to try different things, look over here and say it, but it took me a couple times. And then I was like, going into this, I was like, just pretend I'm with you guys. Just pretend I'm with you guys, This is a VR skit in real life. That's all this is.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do. So, and also, like, I was like, I have to at least make more confident in myself. Yeah, exactly. I'm such a good actor. Making confident. I've been doing this my whole fucking life, dude. So, after that, after we got the thing, they go, good, we got it. And they tried one more, got that. And they're like, all right, we've got 2 or 3 takes that I like, that I can pull. They're like, second scene. And once the first one was cut, after it was cut and that was it, all my nerves just fucking left. No more, not nervous anymore.
It's game time. Ready
Game
to
time. I felt like it was like, that's how this is gonna go, and I know the rest of the scenes.
Okay.
They're
Did you
gonna
look at the
expect
actors?
something.
What'd you do? You called the actors a bitch at that point? Or
Yeah,
what?
I fucking hit one of them, and then I spit the other one's face.
Knock their drink out of their hands.
Yeah. And so we're going about it, and I just felt comfortable. And just to fast forward through this whole experience, I've actually never been more comfortable in a situation in my life, and that is the truth.
Jeez.
Because
You just had to warm up.
I feel like I just had to warm up, and I was so used to it. Like, for instance, the other actors, they were great. And I mean, I don't know what it is, but I was just like, oh, no nerves. I had 0 nerves. It was kind of like stand up where you're like, this crowd's gonna hate me, throw shit at me, and then you say your first joke or 2, and then they're cool with you, laughing. They're cool. You know what I mean? Like, they made me feel comfortable, and so to the point where by the end of this, we get through, and by the end of the last scene and the kind of middle-ish too, the director goes, all right, we got that take, just improvise, just say whatever you want. To the total freedom of like, yeah, say it, do whatever you want. Wow. So, I could tell, like, I was doing stuff, the way I was doing it, and afterwards I could see the director laughing in the background. I'm like, that's all that fucking matters. If I make the director laugh, then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, like you can see him kind of like hiding and kind of like pointing and nudging the other guy. I'm assuming just a producer, I guess, of it all. And dude, it was so fun. It was genuinely fun. To the point where I was like, I think I kind of want to explore a thing or 2 because I don't know what's going to happen to me. I think it would be a good side income here and there. You know, not like my life depends on this, but it makes sense.
Quote that. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'll quote him on that.
Oh shit! Hurry up! Let me get my.
Get your air quotes. Yeah,
Right,
but
so you're trying to act now.
I don't think so. You know,
I think that's exactly what you just said.
Hey, did I make you believe? I'm a double agent.
He doesn't know what happens in the future. Flipped it.
No, I'm just saying, like I've never wanted to act. Nothing's in me been like, oh, I want to be an actor. That's my real thing.
That's kind of what you're doing, like, every week now.
Right. I guess it's silly to say that, but like, if there was a gig that came up on, you know, and then I don't see myself going after a role like on this guy's uncle. It's uncle, you know it is. This guy's uncle, and it's a very serious role. And I'm gonna do this, you know. But if it's goofy shit, yeah, it's the same thing as my skits. It was, yeah, I don't know. It was super fun. So we can move on, but like I have been doing stand-up for close to 8 years now, and I've never felt that free on stage. Like just the point of like, there are times where you're like, oh, stand up. It's like, oh, I got this. They're cool. Can I take them? Oh, no, I'm good. It's like a clutch. You know, your clutch and the gas and the brakes. You're using all of them at once. But I don't know. That session, I was just like, felt so fun, and I was like, it felt like I was just doing a skit, you know. And there was this moment where, at the end, obviously, it was supposed to be the big watching TV. They had the big LED fucking lights that the guy's changing to like mimic the flashing of a TV. We were looking at this angle.
That might be too specific.
Too specific. Get rid of it.
Yeah, cut that part out.
Yeah, might you not just get a real TV and let it put it on mute.
Right.
Assholes.
Yes.
You know.
But they had this angle, and obviously they had the storyboard of how it was going to look, and the camera angle just wasn't the way it was in the storyboard. How am I gonna be in the scene when it's like this? And we're kind of like, maybe we want to move the camera over here, and just jumped in. Hanging out right there like that. And they're like, all right, we can shoot. I am so fucking bullshitting. Like fake confidence that they're like, this guy knows what he's doing.
You were in the zone.
I was in the zone.
You were in the zone.
Yeah.
Well, look, yeah, a bunch of stand-up experience, a bunch of skit experience. You knew what you were doing on the inside.
A little bit. It was so cool to see everyone's job because, I mean, obviously when I just doing these skits is like, okay, I gotta fuck with the lighting a little bit. I have to edit it, obviously. I have to figure out the sound. I have to, fucking by myself 90% of the time. So I'm looking at myself. So where's my eye line thing, line of sight or whatever. But to see all these people have their individual jobs and be like, oh, that's who's lighting the scene. Oh, that's a trick to do, you know? So
Did any of those real actors have any input?
They did.
no, but
Hold on a second. This is we're getting into an episode of Steven shits on actors.
well, they
Good shit on actors.
they had input, but the reason that I felt so comfortable throwing ideas even during filming day of like, can I do this or what if I do this or do you want me to say it like this? Was because I wrote on it too. I was also a writer for the commercial and not only just like hired actors online because I had seen the second and third and fourth rendition of the script where it was just like, oh, what if we add this and then that line gets taken out and okay, what if we do this? What if this isn't here? You know what I mean? Like so that's why I felt so comfortable. So I really give credit to obviously the other actors who made me feel comfortable, but the director and producer that I worked with, I knew them, so I've had like 4 or 5 calls with them for a couple of hours. So I felt comfortable with them. So I felt comfortable suggesting stuff in the moment. If I was just a normal person that said, bring this guy in and have him say these things, I wouldn't be like, oh, why don't I do this? Or what about this? You know, because it's writing in person, you know.
You suggested your body language there, and for the listener, you missed it. What if I do a wailing arm, wailing tube, man?
Yeah, what if I sell cars like this?
What if I whip my arms around?
You're going to start a new trend where actors, no, get comedians. Just get comedians to replace all actors. Imagine what films should be.
Oh, I think they'd be bad, but it was good to say everyone we need someone who knows deliver these lines. So it was more about how you say it. I found that so fascinating. I'm like, you can't just teach an actor to be funny unless they're immersed in it. Like I always hear I guess when they're going for like funnier roles, they'll go to stand-up shows, they'll go to wrestling, things like that, to research a little bit more of that. So-and-so would be in why does it need to be funny? It's funny. We need a comedian. Not just me. I mean, like any comedian could have gone in there and done it with experience.
Well, they're gonna come back and they think of a guy. Do you know any director and producer?
I think I am working on one. There is talks of working with them on one more thing that they have. So that's good. And
Talks.
yeah, there's talks. We're having talks. We're not really doing, but I think this commercial is supposed to be part of something else as well. So anyway, that's it. I'm done. I've taken up the whole podcast. See you guys later.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
It was fun. I did not expect to have fun. I thought it'd be extremely stressful and want to fucking leave. But
I think well, I guess even, but like the behind the scenes of all of that, like movie, TV, commercial, like industrial films, all that, like is like how like the shit that we see on the screen happens is neat. Like it's like I've always been interested in, and I think you two are the only people that I know firsthand that have had any like behind the scenes. Except for I had a stepbrother. ILM.
Okay, yeah.
That's a different thing. I know it's but yeah, no, it's neat. I can listen to like y'all, behind the scenes stuff all day long. Like I think I want to know every little detail. I want to know how much of like what we see on like when shows show behind the scenes. I guess how much of that is accurate or real, or
Yeah, so question, after this commercial comes out, can we revisit it again? And sure. You said details about stuff you're actually allowed to say this time.
yeah, I can probably break it down.
yeah. Always accurate.
Right.
Can't wait to see if you came in by side of the
Beep, 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 beep.
Anyway, on the film frame, if I did come up to the left side of the film, I could just flip that frame and make it look like windows. So you guys might know that.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, of course. But then,
That's movie magic. Okay.
Well, it does. I mean, it is interesting. Like all the behind, like all the different jobs and everything, and it sounds stressful. I don't know of any better ways to relieve stress.
And he was working on the sidewalk.
I was hoping you'd have to come up with a segue for our next topic.
Now, Stephen, you did yoga this weekend. You went and did regular yoga out on a farm. Is that what I heard?
Oh. No, you got it all wrong. See, this was, I did a therapeutic, you've seen or heard about goat yoga, right? You may or may not have heard of it. It's a real thing. I tried it.
Yogurt? I've heard of goat milk.
Yoga with goats.
Go Gert. Go Gert. Too.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Assholes. That's it. I'm gonna need to do another therapy.
You're gonna have to flip the film on this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, a different way.
No, this is great. This is a small family farm. They offered this thing. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but I finally looked up a place. There's one here, and it's great. It's great. It's not yoga's like an excuse almost to do it. You know, like you're not actually doing yoga. That's optional. You don't have to do that part.
Well, I guess that's with any yoga class. You can just sit in a yoga class and say you don't have to tell me what to do.
Yeah, look. When I first started doing these years ago, people would make a face at me just like you're doing now. Like, why would anyone do yoga?
Turns out it's great for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wish I could make myself do it.
Sure, yeah. But no, this was great. I go to this place and the lady that runs it's very nice, and we go and fenced-in area. And first of all, I haven't been around many goats in my life. Just dogs. And it turns out almost as much personality as dogs do. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're great. The sheep, they had sheep there too. The sheep have no personality. They had sheep. Yeah. What happened was
They're the cats of the farm.
Ooh, shots fired, cat people.
They are, yeah.
Brady with 3 wives on social media for that and that.
Damn, that man.
Well, yeah. So it was more of a therapeutic thing, right? Like a lady was there, she brought her daughter. The daughter had like brain tumor surgery and was going through chemo and all this stuff.
Oh my god.
And she loved going there. It was like this amazing place. See why? It was great. You get into the circle, and then they let all the goats in, and there's like 20 of them, 30 of them that come in, and they're trained to snuggle up against humans. That's what they did. Have you ever been in a pet store and had like a bunch of puppies crawl all over you? Ever done that? Yeah.
It's the best thing ever.
It's like that.
Well, now goats are outside all the time and they're filthy, from what I understand.
Oh. Yeah, there was shit and piss everywhere.
Now, is it easier or harder to relax with shit-caked goats?
Yeah, they were pretty clean. This is a business they run. They were pretty clean.
They gotta clean the goats. They probably gotta have tip-top shaped goats. Do the goats do any yoga at all, or?
No. No, you should let me finish.
Sure.
Story.
Yep. Sorry. This was on an update roll there.
There is a, you can, yeah, they keep the area pretty clean. Like, they said, okay, and the baby goats will, sometimes they will jump up on your back. Cat pose. That's what they do. The goats jump up on things, you know. It happened. I was lucky enough for that to happen to me. The lady's good enough about grabbing people's phones, getting pictures. Yeah. Very
Hacks
nice.
your phone.
No,
Did you tell her your
There's a quick one. No, God, no.
This is you hit a camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's on your Instagram.
Yeah. And yeah, it was good times. It was like it's like a happy, fun time place, and and it was okay to do. It was okay for a man to go there and do this, you know? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we know.
Right.
It sounds. It's like the a couple months ago, that cat room or like that cat cafe.
Yeah, cat cafe.
Being around the animals is fun. The animals are cool.
Sure.
I think after watching that octopus documentary and the way that guy was talking about animals, like that he finally like learned to respect nature. I was like,
Yeah.
That still like confuses me. I think about that, and like,
God, that was so good. That was so good. If you are a Patreon member, yes, look up that. Look up the audio we did on My Octopus Teacher.
I'd say
Netflix.
even watch the documentary. It'd be great. I think you'd enjoy it if you watched it with our audio. But even if you don't, even if you just watch the documentary, it's like full on bizarro, like this guy in the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, we did riff that one.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of watch-alongs on the Patreon, so if you'd like to watch along with us, get the audio and we'll watch together. You can hear what we talk about through it. You know, another thing I thought was interesting is like, and spoiler alert for the octopus. I mean, he saw a lot of life events of this octopus, so this guy didn't go see this octopus for an hour every day. He spent hours every day.
If I had to guess, it was every daylight hour
Yeah.
of every day he could be there.
For hundreds of days, was it?
It's
Do
like
you know how many?
180 days, I think,
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah.
I think it was more. I think it was close to 200. But anyway, yeah.
Goat yoga and
Yeah.
see, the nice thing about the goats is they poop the little. It's like little BBs. They just shit little ball bearings.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like a big floppy mess like a cow.
Yeah. I didn't even notice the shit when I got up to leave. Right.
Oh.
They did it very gracefully, and
Did you get any shit on you?
no. Not as bad as you could.
Okay.
I pissed on myself, so that way it would, nobody would have suspicion. Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Very zen of you. Very nice.
How long was this session?
An hour. You're mostly just having fun with it.
Oh man, I wish like I could see everybody else like doing like lizard pose and everything, and you're just in the background with your feet up in the air, like tickling the goat.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, they would just get down and they would chew and stare at you,
Nice.
And, yeah, they would kind of. Sometimes they would fight over you if they like you, if a couple like you, they would want your attention.
That's gonna feel nice.
Yeah. Some of them would they might even butt heads a little bit, like, hey, no, I was with him, okay?
Oh.
But there's so many in this area that sometimes you're petting 2-3 at a time. And they just, yeah.
Well, I said I'd go with you the next time we go. Sure. So,
Well, okay.
Jeff, you should come. Do some
If
goat
I
yoga.
can sit cross-legged and just play with the goats, I'll do that.
Do that.
Yoga scares me a little bit because I am afraid of getting tied up in a pretzel knot.
Oh, okay.
I think I've seen pictures of that happening, and I don't want it to happen to me.
You're afraid of being too flexible.
Right.
Okay.
You know, like those people that are like, no, I bet I'm not going to lift weights because I'm afraid I'm going to get too big.
Yeah.
Same with me in yoga. I'm like, I better not. I don't want to get too flexible and just accidentally slip into a pretzel.
I see.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, there was one sheep sitting next to me, and I was scientifically comparing personalities of these goats. And the sheep, there were dogs there also. It was great. They had dogs. The sheep would not. They didn't care, like if you pet them or not. Even if you did, they still didn't care. They were just like, okay, yeah, pet me if you want. I don't care at all. At all.
It sounds like more like farm yoga instead of just goat yoga, because it sounds like a
Yeah.
lot of
this
animals
was a
got in
farm.
there.
Yeah. This
Okay.
was a farm. And they just threw every fucking thing in this area.
Wow.
Like, you want a dog? Here's dogs. Dogs are there too. And it was fine. It was fine.
Any pigs?
I think they have some, but they were far away in another location. So
I want to. I wish to play with a piglet. You see, I feel like I see a lot of videos of people playing with little pigs.
oh, okay.
They seem very fun. That's a side note. We don't have to get into that. That's just me saying my wishes.
Big bad Jeff. Okay. Wow. Are you talking like a micro pig? Like you want like a micro pig or just a baby pig?
I think micro pigs. I think those are fake. I don't think that's a real thing.
Really?
I think I think
God
it's.
damn it, internet!
I'm pretty sure. I remember. That's just a thing like that they would say to like trick people into buying pigs.
Well, I fucking got it, dude. I almost bought a pig too. I was thinking about it. Think how fucking pissed I'd be if I got a big one, which would be all of them. Wow.
I think all of them, all little pigs, turn into big pigs.
And I was gonna let that little pig in.
It's a good thing you shaved.
Yeah. Huh. Good.
Well, yeah, I'll go and we'll take pictures of us playing with animals.
Great.
Great. Okay. You'll see. We'll see.
Is that a threat?
A threat to have a nice time. Yes.
Oh, alpacas? Were alpacas or llamas there?
Oh God, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Because I like those guys. They're funny. They're you can see the stupid in their face, and that's what I like about them. They're relatable.
That's the next goal I have, is to find an alpaca place. But they didn't have any. No.
Alpaca punch. What's the point of an alpaca?
Hair?
Do you get hair from it?
I don't know if it's like hair, yarn, or whatever. I think, is it wool? I don't think it's wool. Like they
Cashmere.
Maybe.
I don't know. I know so little about animal. Like you think I know, right? That's like the first thing you teach a kid, right?
No. Usually it's, like colors and like, you're not like, what an alpaca is used for.
This is a product you can get from this animal.
They know what they say, though. I mean, come on. I always thought
Second
ghosts like
question on Google: what is an alpaca good for?
really.
That seems phrased meanly.
Yeah,
It does seem meanly.
Alpaca fiber is used for making knitted and woven items similar to sheep's wool.
Yeah.
These items include blankets, sweaters, hats, gloves, scarves. What if I just read you everything that's ever been knitted? Socks, sweaters, bedding.
All right. See, I always thought goats like ate everything, but this one was like, oh no, they're actually very picky eaters. Yeah. Oh no. But like the second they walked into the pen, this girl, she had her like her hoodie on, and she went to put her phone in her pocket. She's like, what? She looked down and she's like, I had a little strap attached to this hoodie. Where'd it go? And she looks, and the goat already has it in its mouth, like swallowing it. Like, they're fun. They're fun creatures.
Yeah, man, sounds fun.
I'll probably get one.
Hell yeah.
So. Mm-hmm.
Get a goat.
Good urban goat. I'd like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, guys, do we want to answer a question? Do we have a weekly question we want to answer? Or is there anything else you want to?
Yeah, we're going to start doing weekly questions, right?
Maybe.
For at least this episode.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
We're
probably
gonna
quit
do-
after this.
This episode has a question. Yes.
And the next one may also have a question that we answer. Who knows?
You know what? I give up.
Oh, you're just going to run off to Hollywood, Mr. Commercial Man. Okay.
I swear to fucking God, I have something to admit here. All right? And I'm being very open. I immediately, when I knew I was getting this commercial, I go, I need a haircut, and I'm going to dye my hair. I'm going to color my grays. The lady who cut my hair also did this color camo shit where it hides your grays, which now I didn't think about, but now I have to grow my hair back out, and it's going to be like half white, half black on the sides of my hair. And so, and I swear on my fucking life, I was like, I'm gonna get fucking Botox. I'm gonna get lip injections. I'm going all in now. I am.
So that's how it starts,
dude. I didn't before this all obviously it's just making fun of the opportunity, right? But before, never had a thought. Like, hey, you're going to be on TV. Okay, well, I want a new head. Give me something else. Make me look like not me.
Okay, they like me. Perfect. I want to change all of that.
Yeah.
I want to get Botox, color my hair, have a haircut, have a shave. New teeth, new nose.
Did they tell you to
old
shave?
nose.
I mean, they saw you on video, right?
They saw me on video. My hair was disgusting. I had a beard, and I said, "Do you guys want me to?" I think the second meeting, I was like, "You want me to get a haircut? Like, how short does this?" Because the Avatar, they had this really interesting stuff where they would take a picture of you. This picture that they used of me was, I don't even know how they found it. It's circa 2016, because I just gotten headshots from winning a contest, and so it
Headshot
was like,
contest.
yeah. So I won. I won the stand-up comedy competition, and one of the perks for winning was free headshots from the person they paid for, and so that is the only reason why. And that's by the way, that's the only time I've ever had headshots was 2016. I've never paid for it out of pocket. I obviously need to update them because I don't look like a child anymore. But so where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah, no, I don't know.
Their avatar, they've taken your
Oh,
headshots
Avatar.
from
So yeah, thank you. They took the picture, and they can take that picture and they scan it in, and they have like a 3D picture of you, so it looks like a pretty damn good depiction of what you look like as a 3D character. And so they use that for the storyboard on like how they want you to look and like how the scene is going to look. And they did that with all three actors. It was like very accurate. It was pretty wild. So I was like,
They
yeah, I don't
stole
look
your likeness.
They stole my likeness. So I asked them the day before. I go, "Do you guys want me to shave too?" And they're like, "Oh, please." And I'm like, "Oh, well, no one said that. You gotta, warn me."
They said please.
Yeah, and they're like, "Please, are you kidding me? Jesus Christ!
Okay.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
show
that
up
is-
the way you are, right?"
That's a weird response
What?
from them.
No, they didn't. They didn't say please. They
Okay.
said, yeah, they said yes
We
if you
will
could.
meet again.
Okay, they were very nice about it, but of course, I guess it's like a dysmorphia, like body dysmorphia, where it's like,
Oh, I'm aware of it. Yeah, sure.
I have, I guess, like a confidence dysmorphia or something, where it's like, yeah, if you could shave, that'd be great, and I read it as fucking please shave.
I see.
You
Okay.
can't really think that's a good look.
Grind your face.
Yeah. Put it near a sander and do yourself a favor. So yeah, I'm going all in. I'm gonna be a new person, and the next podcast
The
video,
wind blowing
it's
from
not gonna
beyond
look like me,
the
but trust me, it's me. Okay.
These
Trust me.
waters
Okay.
You know what? I think one thing you skipped over is that we didn't talk about is that it's so interesting and fascinating that you, such a young man, have any grays at all.
Sure. Oh yeah. No. Truth be told, 100% this is true. I started going gray at. I started going like kind of like noticeably a little bit around 22, like a couple,
Want to know
not like what your whole head's going gray, but a couple like early, and yeah, obviously I had some great friends who made fun of me, and that's a lot of fun.
lie in
And
iron
remind you every
below.
day and point out all your flaws. That's how you know you have good friends, by the way, is if they point out your flaws.
I think all of our grandfathers on that one side, they all were like that platinum white,
Platinum white, yeah.
or that. And I don't think I'm gonna get. I think my brother might. I think he might